Morning, afternoon and evening all. Welcome to my channel.
Is this my house? Answer, please.
And welcome to the first ever video on it. Today we're going to be playing some Polybridge 3. I had a quick look at this and I've had a quick go on the tutorial, but I've left it there so we can all see the misery and failures of myself. But I think we'll just jump straight into it. We'll start on the basics, learn from the bottom, see if we've got the skill to be a civil engineer or not. And let's start. So let's build a bridge. To build some wood trusses, start by clicking on wood in the bottom left to select the wood material. So now it wants me to build a truss. Is that what it's called? A truss? No. But I know it's called a truss. We can see how it gets on. Look at that. I think we'll put the stress on just so we can see. And let's go on to the next one. Right, this is where it actually starts. So let's build our first bridge. We've got this little guy in the motorbike. I think it's a little bit small for him considering his knees are up there. We've got some road, we've got some wood, and 13.5 grand of a budget. So straight away we're going to delete what it's telling me to build. Completely out, that is. Trust me, I know. So if I put the peak in the middle, is that where it's most supported? I don't actually know, but I think something like that we can use. We can copy that, we can put it there, put the extra one at the end there. Let's just see if he gets on with that. Oh, right, let's try this again. So he falls there, but I think I can actually shrink the end. No, I can't. Maybe not. Let's try it. Let's try it. There we go. Look at his knees on that. Right, top 25%. Look at that. How can we save money on this? Oh, I've clicked the next level. Ignore that. We're going to the next level. Unabridged. 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 Let's go with that one.
Unabridged.
So let's build a slightly larger bridge, and we've got to use auto triangulate. I have seen this in action, this actually, and I know it can cause you to over engineer massively. I'm not about that life. So we're going to start how we always start. Now I know this is going to fall in the middle, but we're going to try it. Right, okay then. I didn't think it was going to fall that spectacularly. So let's put all those up. We can bring these edges in a little bit because we need some extra height over here. Let's try that. Right, this is where skill becomes an issue. I think bigger we make the trusses, the more they can hold, the stronger they are. Bigger something is, the stronger it is.
That's what she said.
96%. I think we can get that down a little bit more. What's the next bracket? 200 quid. Easy. Let's pull these down. Try that. Or maybe not. We'll leave those up. We'll leave the edges there though. Can we pull these down? Maybe. Now I can see that's not even. So maybe that's half of the battle. So let's delete this half. And let's copy this half. Flip it round. Let's try that. Because the thing is, we want it to be a little bit stressed, but not that much where it's collapsing. You know, you got to think like this is actually your money. You got to think this is your business. Let's try it. No. No. Go on. I think the budget's gone up there, hasn't it? Yeah. I'm going to leave that one there. I don't think I have the skill to lose 200 quid on it. I think this is a skill issue, this. Level 3, on the rocks. So use additional anchors, the red squares, which are them, to help support your bridge. We've got a 17k budget. We've got some road and some wood and a nice, I think it's like a surfboard or something, isn't it? Could be a paddle board or something like that, couldn't it? Who knows? Start with building the road, and I know if you put some wood against the wall on the sides, that pressure that this car will be on will push through there against the wall. So essentially it's a free anchor, but it's lower down so it supports the above, and then from there we can build some mini trusses. I think if we just go across like that, and then we've also got this underneath if we need it. Let's try that. I mean, it's 11,500, so right. So they've got to definitely come lower. I'm starting to think I don't need this top if I just extend the bottom. I mean, look how green it is apart from that bit there. But we've completed 11,000. Top 5%! That must have been when I've tried it before. Well, I don't know how you get worse, but obviously I have. So how did I get it that cheap before then? So maybe if I do something like that, and the same on this side. I mean, that should be quite stable, I think. So maybe if you pull them down and try that. Yes. So what am I on? 9,100. Where's that place me? Top 4%. Oh, can we lose £100? I think we can. I think I can find it somewhere. I mean, how much is that? If we can get away with that, I think we've got it. Oh, I think this is where we come off grid and we start messing with stuff. It's all about tweaking, isn't it? Let's try that. Oh, it's got to be 909. Come on, please, 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 please. Go on. Yes. And I just noticed there was a dip there. That's probably what was causing it before. Top 3%. I'm quite happy with that. I'm happy with that one. Let's have a look at the gallery. Lowest budget. Let's see what's out there. I mean, that's just cheesing it. 0. Let's watch anyway. And there's not even a clip. Fair enough. Let's try an actual one now. See, that is clever. That's thinking outside the box, that one is. I don't tend to think outside the box. I'm usually in the box with it taped over inside another box.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
The thing is, how far do we want to go with the cheesing? Do we actually want to get low, or do we want to build normal bridges? And I think I'd like to try and cheese it. Right, next level, number 4, industrial metal. Steel is stronger than wood, but weighs more and is more expensive. So we've got a 36 grand budget. We've got road and steel, and we've got a bus. So let's start with building our normal road. And we've got steel. We've got nothing at the bottom to sort of support us. I mean, how could we cheese this one? This is the sort of things you've got to be thinking about now. Let's see how that goes. Right, so let's put these trusses up massive. See how that looks. I think maybe just... I don't want to over-engineer it though, that's my only worry. It looks like it's holding though. 20,000 and we've made it. Let's see where it's put us. Top 7%. We've got to get to 16,000 for the next one. That leaves us 2,757th in the queue to be on the podium. You see what I mean? I literally said think outside the box. I mean, look at this. I mean, you've got to spend some time doing that though. Trial and error in it. I mean, look at that. Let's have a look at some of these. I mean, look at that. That doesn't have a truss in it. That goes against everything we've just been taught. Let's have a look at the highest budget anyway. Everyone's just done it quite sensibly. Not sure who Liz is, but fair enough. Well done, Liz. I mean, that's a nice looking bridge, isn't it? Look how smooth that is. That's a real bridge that you'd actually want to drive over. But on to the next one. Mixed metals. So choose the best material to build your bridge, because we've got road, wood and steel this time. Our tip is focus on solving the levels before focusing on our budget. We've got an ambulance, 26k, and I'm sure that's me inside there, sat in there. But let's see if we can get me across. We want it to be nice and smooth. You've got your wall brace here, we put it all the way against it, get rid of them, and then we've got a nice little wall brace there. So let's try and be clever about it. 2 there, we'll try and get these 2 over here, and then if we join this all up under here, that's going to be a lot of money, so I think that's where we could potentially do the budget. And we've got some more over here, but I wonder if I can push these over the top. And I know I'm going against everything we've just been taught, but like I said, you've got to think outside the box in these kind of games. I mean, look at the state of that. Let's just see how that works. Nope. Right, moral of the story, don't go against everything you've been taught. How's that looking? So it's fine until we get to here, so I wonder if we can push this, maybe even there. Oh, we're getting somewhere now. Let's try just a little bit more. Let's just try that. 12,500. A little bit more still. I mean, this is pixel tweaking, isn't it? Almost. Go on, a little bit more. I mean, that's not against the wall anymore. That's the issue. We've reached our sort of max length. So maybe if we can slide all this across this way. We've got short there, so maybe it takes more pressure off there. Who knows? Go on. Just put your foot down a bit more. I mean, these are breaking now. Let's just put it all the way up. Let's just try it. Nope. I know road is stronger, so let's try some road in there. Let's just see what happens. Let's try that. Let's just try that. Let's see how we get on. Oh, look at that. It didn't even go red that time. So let's try it. Let's bring all this back down. Let's see how we get on now. Bring that back up a little bit. Come on. Yes, we've made it. 12,300. Where's that placing us? 93.7 stress. Top 6%. Get in there. Looks like we're... do you know what? Just to be a little bit petty. I just want that extra spot. Let's just do that. I want that extra spot in the leaderboard. There we go. Sorry, Lou. I don't even know where he's gone. What's the weather like up there, Lou? You're that far up the leaderboard. On to the next one. We've got to build 2 bridges to get across both gaps. So we've got road, wood, steel, and a nice car with 50k. I think just a straight line from here to there. I think that's the aim. And then I think a straight line from here to there. We've got a node down here. I can see a node up there. I know that the pressure on this will go this direction into this sort of area. So I think let's put the grid back on. If we have a nice wall brace there, because all the pressure's got to be coming down there, and I think we can pretty much get away with doing something like this, because the pressure will be going that way. We'll try support them like this. Just see how that gets on. That's looking beautiful. So we've done half of the bridge. Let's try the other side. How's that looking? Not looking too good. We could get rid of most of that, especially up there. I think that's massively overdone there. This one, we might have to just push it a little bit further out. Maybe that's the answer. I mean, look at that. Every time, why is it flopped down like that? Let's share the weight. Maybe it's just too much weight on that one bit of road that's causing it. Shove that in there. I mean, look at that. It does not need to be like that. But let's try it. Let's try it. Yes, go on. Go on. Yes. I mean, that's a hefty budget, that is. But let's see where it placed us. 90%. Top 20. I don't know if we can do that much. But we'll give it a go. I mean, like I said, we don't need any of this on the top, I don't think. Bring some of this back down. I mean, this, pretty much. I don't know how much we can do on this, because it's already weak to start with. But let's watch this one. It's that one. I've done that one a little bit too much. And a little bit too much there. Perfect. Perfect. We could even do that one a little bit more. This one. See how all the pressure's going this way? I mean, we don't need that there. I mean, we've done over 2,000, so I think if we can do 500, we've done a fair bit there. We've done a lot better than I thought I'd do. I mean, if we... because obviously the pressure's going that... Let's try that one, because that one's completely knocked us under budget now. You already see how red it is over here though, how stressed it's got. But let's try it. If it just hold. Let's try that one. This one's less pressure against the wall, but it might have worked against us. Oh, so close. Maybe pushing, using gravity to push it against the wall a little bit more. Maybe that's what we need. Go on, go on. Yes! 19,100. That drops us into the next bracket of top 10%, and I'm happy with that. I think 10% is a decent aim. On to the next one. Build a bridge that avoids the plane. So we've got the car that will go first, then a plane, I'm not sure where that's coming from, and then the police car. 25k, road, wood and steel. So we'll build from there to there, and then we'll bring these in. I think this one, we've got to sort of pixel it again, haven't we? I'm sat 2 inches from the screen here. I think that's as close as I'm going to get. Let's build it with road. So So we've got our own wall braces, because that's just going to waste money, that will. So then we'll put one in the centre. We might be onto something here. I can feel it. Let's just try it. You don't know till you try. Right.
You stupid.
Let's get rid of that and let's build a muscle. I've seen these muscles used a few times. They're useful for stuff like this, I think. Let's just connect those sides up. I think I've got tried to go 2 under budget at the minute. I think that's what's happened. But let's try that. I mean, that's quite minimalist. It's holding, it's holding. Yes. Let's just hope that fucker ain't any heavier than that one. Come on. Oh no. Oh, take the grid off. Let's just bring it out just a little bit, just so the weight, the pressure sort of goes, you know, as a shorter way to get down. And then we're waiting for this one. Yes, 10,300. See where we've got to. 10,300. Yes, top 6%. I think I've done well there. Let's have a quick look in the gallery. I mean, that's pretty much my design, just stripped completely back. I mean, look at that for a jump. Yeah, so I think everyone's gone for the same sort of thing. I mean, look at that. That's quite similar to mine. In fact, that's very similar. Is that mine? I think I've wasted a lot in the middle there. But anyway, folks, I think that's enough for today. I hope you liked this first introduction into Polybridge 3. I've enjoyed myself. I've realised that I don't really have the skill for this game. I thought I did quite well in this game. I've just lied to myself. Having a look at this, it's one difficulty, so I'd hate to think what it gets up to. But thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.